Okay, great. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a little bit intro again. This is the story of impact. Be a part of a bigger something bigger than yourself. Welcome, welcome. So is my screen better now, Florence?
Just expand the box at the bottom corner, just make it larger.
You know the way you try to expand something and it's not following your instruction? That's what's happening.
Just make it larger and move it to where you want it to be.
Okay, I think
Yep,
I
you're
got
doing
it.
it. You're doing it.
I got it now. Okay, beautiful. Excellent. Okay, stories of impact, the ABC of Relume Foundation. Let's go with it. So our ABC, oh, hold on. I think I messed it up now. Hold on. Okay, our ABC is accountability, bridge, and compassionate. So we give care with excellence. This kind of story that stays with us. The student that we're gonna talk about, you guys gonna find out about him very, very soon. And before we get to that student, I want to talk about the ABC. Why am I jumping away from the ABC? The ABC is accountability, bridge, and compassionate. Excellence through growth and collaborative accountability. Bridging resources, relationship, compassionate, service rooted in compassion. Amen. Accountability means we pursue excellence through growth and collaborative accountability. It's not enough to do the work, but we must also do it well. Good intention matter, but system follow through integrity also matters. Bridging the gap means we believe in bridging resources and relationship. Relume often stand in the gap between people who have resources and people who need resources. Sometimes the bridge is a donor, sometimes it's a tutor, sometimes it's a church, a school, a volunteer, a doctor, or a mentor or partner organization. Compassionate means service rooted in compassion and dignity. We do not serve people as projects, we serve people as neighbors. We believe every person we serve deserves to be treated with care, respect, and dignity. This is our guiding light. It ensures that we provide the best, the very best, most relevant program that honor those we serve. And when those values are lived out consistently, the impact begins to grow. We're going to start with the story of a young, wonderful lady. Of course, we're using a pseudonym because she didn't want her name to be used. Her name is Sarah Petway. Sarah Petway, this is a kind of story that will stay with you after this program. This student was a senior who had already taken the geometry region 3 times, but wasn't able to pass. Her highest score was 58. Now, if you know New York region exam, you know this was not just another test. And for a student in her senior year, this test could tie to graduation, confidence, and what she believed was possible for her. This test could prevent her from going to the university. She had 2 months before her next attempt. 2 months is not a lot of time. But through Relume's RISE program, give it up. Through Relume's Rice tutoring program, she was matched with a dedicated tutor who gave her targeted, consistent support. And in just 2 months, everybody say 2 months? Yeah, 2 months. Her score went from 58 to, I'm going to go to the next slide, it went to 80.
Wow.
58 to 80. For those of you that are teachers, you know how difficult that must have been. That is a 22-point increase. That is confidence restored. That is future protected. That is what happens when potential finally meets
Mm.
access. So, some of our students, we think they don't have potential, but it's really the assets that matters because everybody learns differently, right? And because the school system doesn't provide that asset for every student on the same level, on the same playing field. And the most powerful part of this is she was not lacking intelligence. Sarah wasn't lacking intelligence. She was not lacking ability. She was not lacking. What she was lacking is the right support at the right time. Sarah's story is not just one of the is just one of the dozen of students we have helped through a similar scenario, and our story is beautiful. Just let it resonate. But it shouldn't be a rare story. It shouldn't be a story that just happened here and there. It should be a story that happens all the time. So we know that too many students are falling behind, lacking support, and missing opportunity. Can we mute the person who just came in? We know too many students are lacking support and missing opportunities. But this slide gets to the heart of the matter. This is not from lack of potential, but lack of access, as I said earlier. That is one of the clearest way to understand Relume's work. We do not believe the young people in our community are problem to be fixed. We believe they are people full of gifts, promises, and purpose. But the potential needs support. Potential needs structure. Who knows that? Put your hand up if you know what I'm talking about. Potential needs structure. Potential needs someone to say, you are capable. I believe in you and I will walk with you until you see it too. Even in my life, there's so many times that I didn't know I had the capacity or the capability to do what I've been called to do. But there were people who saw it before me. People like even my husband that saw it before. People like Mother Rose, Mother Pat, that saw it before me. So at Relume Foundation, we tell you you are capable and I will work with you until you start to see it too. Some students need tutoring, some need mentorship, some need help navigating a new country, some need health education, some need a safe space after school, some need someone to help them prepare for college, a career, or simply the next right step, just to figure out what should I do next. Relume steps into those gaps. We're not just asking what is wrong, we're asking what is missing. How can we help to bridge what is missing? Now let's hear from a parent whose student benefited from our tutoring program.
My name is Kenya, and my son is currently enrolled in the RISE tutoring program. I initially signed him up because he was having a little bit of difficulty with math. At home, I would try to teach him, different ways to do it, but in school, they have a certain curriculum and a certain format they want them to follow. And I only knew the old school way of things, but in the DOE now, I see it's a whole new, different curriculum, and they want them to solve equations a certain type of way. So I said, okay, let me give this program a try to see if maybe they can help us out. And I have definitely seen a big difference. He's getting a hold of the different concepts to use. He has a boost in confidence. His teacher even told me at the last conference that he raises his hand more. He's more willing to at least try the questions on the board. And when he does his weekly tutoring, I even listen in myself to learn the different techniques he could use so that I can continue to practice with him throughout the week. The RISE program has definitely been a big help since we've been taking the courses weekly, and we are beyond grateful for it. One of my favorite things is that any tutor that he's had so far is so patient with him. They're so kind, they're so patient, and he loves that because that gives him a chance to make the mistakes, and he's not ashamed to make the mistakes, and he's so excited every time he does get something right, and they're so motivated and they encourage him. So every time it's time for tutoring, he's already excited and he's ready to get on the Zoom. So we definitely appreciate that. I would highly recommend this tutoring program. I love the way that they organize everything. I love the way that they've helped my son. He loves to be a part of it, and I would definitely spread the word about this program. Thank you.
Yes, beautiful story. Beautiful story. You can see on the side that another parent wrote, my son's reading level jumped from Q to a U in only a few months. Another person wrote, we are grateful for the way Reina is patient with Chase. Chase has been with us for about 4 years. Is one of our students. She's making making it fun for him to learn different strategies. The way you conduct tutoring section is conducive to a good learning environment. My grades have gotten better. This from a student, and I understand the material more. So this is a virtual tutoring we're talking about. You're gonna hear even as we begin to present how we want to restart our in-person tutoring at our second floor in Far Rockaway. How your support, whether you want to come to volunteer or you want to support with your treasure, that means your money or your talent, your time, how is going to help us make that possible. So this is really beautiful. A big shout out at this point to our education coordinator, Miss Karim Fortune. You're doing an amazing job. All the parents and the kids and the tutor, they love you. Thank you because you make it happen. You are the day-to-day face that the students and the tutor they encountered. Thank you. Let's go into numbers. These numbers tells part of the story. Relume work has impacted over 200,000 lives globally. Let's breathe. Let's take a minute and sit with that. For over 12 years, 4.5 million has been raised to support the mission, and 75%, 74% of the fund goes directly to programs and services. That matters because donors should know. They should know that generosity is being translated into real work. So it's not that it's good for you to give the money, but I know donors, as a donor myself, I want to know, is my money really meeting the people that need it? So that's what that 74% is speaking to. It translates to real work. But here is the thing about big numbers. They are powerful, but they can also feel distant. So when we say 200,000 lives imparted, we're talking about real people. A student who passed a region exam, like we mentioned earlier, a child who received a Christmas gift during a Toy Store event, a family who accessed health resources, a refugee youth who felt less alone, a patient who could see again after cataract surgery, a college student who could keep going because someone believed in their future even before they believed in themselves. I'm going to invite Dr. Crony to come on the stage and present three of our core programs in New York City.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I just want to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon. I'm Cheryl Croney. I'm the medical director for Relume Foundation, and I'm responsible for the GLOW program, which is the Guidance for Lifelong Optimal Well-Being. And we focus on health education. And I also want to mention the RISE program, which is reaching increased success through education, and that's our academic support. And then our MAC program, which is making a connection, which is our refugee support. So I'm hoping that by the end of this presentation that you will know who we are and what we do in the US and globally. Okay, we also hope that you will catch the vision and become part of our family to accomplish our goals for success in health, education, and building a strong diaspora. We are people maybe separated by continents, by waters, but not in mind and not in purpose. So I'm just grateful that all of you are here today. I'll talk a little bit about the GLOW program. So the GLOW program, we have bi-weekly webinars. So we have twice a month webinars, but we've been doing these webinars since 2020, I believe it is. And we cover all topics, healthy living, mental health issues, infectious diseases, just all sorts of topics. And we cover nutrition, we cover diabetes, we cover hypertension. We've been involved with hypertension screening and blood pressure machine distribution in collaboration with the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. We've done basic life support training for the community through the Fire Department of New York. We've also done training for mental health issues, for mental health emergencies, training to the community so that you know what to do if someone is in a mental health crisis. We also have weekly exercise classes, and we've held vaccination events where we've vaccinated people for influenza, for shingles, for COVID, just many illnesses. And as Dr. Sherry has mentioned, we support cataract surgery, especially overseas in Nigeria, where people may not have access or the funding, the monies to get cataract surgery. And through this opportunity, they've been able to have that procedure done and had vision restored. So we do a lot in this GLOW program, so many more things than I can even mention here. But I'm grateful that we have this opportunity as healthcare professionals, because we have a number of healthcare professionals working with us, not only physicians, not only nurses, but PharmDs, pharmaceutical individuals, mental health, social services, social workers. We have a plethora of nutritionists. We have a plethora of professionals who donate their time, who volunteer, and who just are able to teach us as a community about our health and our well-being, not only our physical health, but our mental health, which is so important. And then through this opportunity, we're able to make an impact in our community. We're able to connect people with healthcare services. We're able just to create an environment where people are not afraid to ask their questions. We help them to formulate their questions so that when they go back to their healthcare providers, they don't feel shy or embarrassed about any questions that they may have to ask, questions that they're seeking answers for that are important for them to make decisions regarding their health. So this is the GLOW program. And Dr. Sherry mentioned a little bit about the RISE program. I'll let her talk some more about that. But I can tell you the impact of the RISE program to our community is substantial, because I can tell you, as a New York City educated public education student, I had a guidance counselor who discouraged me from taking an academic course in high school, and actually did not want me to succeed or to go to college or anything like that. But because I had a community around me, my family, my friends who had gone before me and were able to guide me and give me mentorship, I was able to move beyond the negative and into the positive. So the impact of a program like RISE is more than you could think, because you don't know who is in that school, that public school, who may be trying to discourage your child. But having an outside family, an outside community who can really encourage and support your child can make a huge difference in their life and their outcomes. So, Dr. Sherry?
Yes, thank you so much. So I'm going to talk about the RISE program. The RISE stand for Reaching Increased Success Through Education. This is our academic support program. RISE provides free one-on-one tutoring, SAT prep, regent support, college guidance, mentorship, and encouragement for students who need educational access and support. And I mentioned earlier that Karen Fortune is the education coordinator. Excuse me. So we have the MAC program, Making a Connection. This is a program that is funded by the Office of Temporary Disability Assistance. This program supports refugee youth, especially young people who are adjusting to life in the United States. The MAC program provides mentorship, case support, case management, workshop, community integration, service learning, assistance, navigating through the court system, resources that young people will need. Even when you just come to a new country, I remember coming to United States new, The money was different. Everything was different. So I had to learn. So the GLOW program supports wellness, the RISE program education, and the MAC program supports our refugee youth. So three programs, one mission, reaching our community with care. Now let's look at what that meant in numbers. Let's look at that. Dr. Kun, you want to do this?
Yes. So through the GLOW program, we have hosted well over 250 wellness workshops. During the pandemic, we started with weekly webinars, and then we were out in the community on a daily basis, educating the community about the impact of COVID and other illnesses. We've served well over 5,000 people. We've done 75 plus CPR, sorry, first aid and mental health first aid workshops. We've done vaccine drives and reached well over 150 individuals. We've done those vaccine drives at senior centers, okay, at churches. We've done them in numerous locations where people are. And because we've done that, we're able to talk directly with people, answer their questions and their concerns about particular vaccines, and that's helped them to make decisions. You may only have 10 minutes in your doctor's office, but through our events, you're able to actually sit down with someone and talk to them about the vaccines that are available to them. And I see some of the nurses that have helped us in this event or on these drives are on here today, and we just want to thank you. We have had over 350 families impacted by his toy store. So for those who don't know, his toy store is an event that we hold at Christmas time. And the goal is to assist those families who may not have the means to purchase gifts for their children. And we're not just talking about any gifts, but we're talking about high quality gifts, high quality toys, bicycles, um, high quality basketballs and science driven games, things that would help families that may not have the means, may be struggling during the holiday season, but want to also not disappoint their children. We've given well over 500 students free tutoring. Okay, the impact of that is just amazing. I was talking to someone just this week whose children avail themselves of the free tutoring and are now able to be self-driven. They know how to work in school, how to keep their grades and get their grades because somebody sat down and taught them how the system works and how to maintain themselves within the system. We have over 200 tutors and volunteers. We've done well over 1,000 tutoring sessions because we've been doing this since 2014. Okay, and so we started off doing it in person, and then because of the pandemic, we went to virtual, but we have been in this a long time. And so we really know what we're doing and we know what works for our children. And we've had over 200 average point increase on the SAT. It's not just about the grades, but it's about the mentorship. Okay, the ability to talk to someone who's been through the process. Okay, that one-on-one conversation can help in so many ways. So this is who we are. Glow, Rise, and Mac.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cronin. That is well said. The only thing I will add to that is that 350 family for the toy store is actually yearly. Because we've been doing the toy store in partnership with O4 New York and several organizations where you're going to see later on for about 3 years. this is for about for 2 years, and it's 350 yearly. And also, I want to add for the RISE program. The beauty about the RISE program is the students, most of our tutors are coming from the high school. So the high school students get the opportunity to earn community service. So for every hour that they tutor virtually, they earn community service. And we train them, we vet the tutors, we make sure that they have excel in the classes they want to teach. We look at their transcript, we make sure they ace the class so they can teach a younger student. And then we also teach them how to teach virtually, because teaching virtually is different from teaching in person. We give them the tools that they need to continue to do well. So we're going to go to our global impact. Don't forget, put your question in the chat. If you have any question, even as we're going along, we're going to have a section for Q&A, because we want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts about the programs we're talking about. If you see any program that piques your interest, please put it in the chat. You want to volunteer, we're going to have a link in the chat. Actually, I'll put the link after I finish speaking, so you guys can click on it if you want to sign up to be one of our volunteers in any of our program. Global impact. Relume Charitable Foundation, we were able to build our number one school. I'm saying number one because I know there will be many more in Idogo, Ogun State. And you can see the kids in this classroom. You know, all of you on this platform, I'm going to send you a picture of what the school where the kids used to be at school. For those of you that have been with Relume for a while, you will have seen that picture, because you guys actually made this school happen. Some of you in this room were part of the people that make this room happen. Apart from our board, there's so many of you that contributed tremendously to make this happen. So this is the state of the art class in the middle of a place where the headmaster told us this is the only place where they have like a bathroom that actually flushes properly, because he's in the middle of a village. So it's really not in a town. So this is like really phenomenal for them, for these kids to be able to experience studying in a space that they could have only read about in their books. Now they're experiencing those kind of spaces. Amazing. Amazing. And those people on our team that went with us at the last mission trip, they get to see firsthand and see what it looks like. Just a little clip from that trip.
There were 7 in a bed, just like you said. And the funny one said, roll over, roll over. They all rolled over and 1 fell out. 7 monsters minus 1 monster, how many? 6. Oh, what? Yes, 6.
Yes, yeah, that's just a short clip. You can go on our website if you want to see more of different videos about this kid. About 12 people went with us on the mission trip. So the other things I would like to show you, this is Yobe State Medical Center at Ingenshigele, and Yobe State at Ingenshigele in Yobe State in Nigeria. We built this medical center through partnership with Shell Petroleum and joint ventures, and this clinic is located about 50 miles away from the nearest hospital. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Like even while we were doing construction, there was a time that part of the area was not accessible because there was a major flood and the bridge was broken. And that was the only access to the place. And people had to go in canoe to like get, it's like crazy. So there's even no electricity. We had to put solar panels all around. It was really a project that I'm so proud of for us. This is the opening ceremony that you're seeing the picture of our team. It's a state of the art 20 bed. So we're showing this to you to let you know like the impact of the work we do, and whatever is commissioned to us, we do it well. And we know that when people can't access basic medical care, every part of their life becomes harder. Work becomes harder, schools become harder, parenting becomes harder, aging becomes harder. And one of the work we did in this in Nigeria in this area is we actually had We created like mobile clinics, and we had a team that were trained as community health workers to actually go into the inner villages and sort of treat the people and support them with first aid, and those that need extensive treatment, bring them to the clinic. And this is really amazing. Through Relume's global work, we have supported medical mission, cataract surgery, over 500 cataract surgery. I feel like a lifetime every time I think about the numbers. Health services, reading glasses, and healthcare infrastructure. One of the most moving example is cataract surgery. A person by living, a person couldn't even support their daily living because they have vision loss, unable to fully work, read, move around safely, or even be able to see their child. Then, through a relatively small gift, sight were restored. Because sometimes a gift is not just a donation, sometimes it's someone seeing their child's face clearly for the first time again. And think about the economic impact. Now, this man, this individual can care for their home, can work, send their children to school. Think about generational impact. And beyond health and school and building, we also support young people pursuing higher education. This is my highlight of the day. Yes, let me show it to you guys. Yes, these are scholarship recipients in Nigeria. And this is really an amazing thing. We have produced two medical doctors, right? So the first gentleman you see is still in school. He's going to be graduating in 2026. His name is Emmanuel. The second one is Orekoya. Orekoya should be called Dr. Orekoya because, drum roll, everyone, she just graduated this last week, I think on Tuesday, from medical school. Amazing. So that's the second person. We had one graduated last year. This is the second one graduating this year. They both will have dropped out because both of them lost their father, and their father was a breadwinner, and there was no way they could continue. And we were glad in Relume Foundation to be able to support them. Emmanuel Orekoye, Ulisi, and Olaniyi all studied fields that felt like they could make the most impact with medicine, economics, education, information science. That is not just individual success, that is community capacity. When a student completes college, the impact does not stop with that student. You all know that. Families are strengthened, communities gain leaders, young children see example of what is possible. This is what we mean when we say Relume invest in long-term outcome. We are not only responding to immediate need, we are investing in future. Now let's come back home to Faroukwe and talk about one of the spaces we are building for the future. We're back home. Dr. Queen, you want to take this?
Yes. Yes. So our U.S. headquarters, so to speak, is in Far Rockaway on Beach Channel Drive. And we invite any and all of you to come and see where we are, physically see where we are. So we're not just a virtual, organization or just talking to you like this, but we actually do have offices. We actually have office space, and we have people that work there, and we have volunteers that come in. We're so grateful for our volunteers. But right now, we are focused on a project for the community, which is called the Lighthouse. And this is on the second floor of the building that we occupy. And what you're looking at is the before and after renovation. So we just finished renovating the space. It is what we plan to do, and what we would really love to do is to have like a sanctuary for our young people. There's so many distractions that are out there for our young people, places that emphasize the negative, but don't emphasize the positive, don't emphasize the community that we're building, don't emphasize them to come together in a positive manner to help each other with their studies, to help each other just with their socialization, just to have a place where they can come and it's a safe environment where their parents will feel comfortable because it's a safe environment and they know that the children are not going to be exposed to things that could be to their detriment later on. So this is the space. It's called the Lighthouse. And this is the before and after. We just finished, like I said, renovating the space. And, we're looking to complete the project and to be able to open this space and to be able to have a program where our young people can come in a good environment that is helpful to them, just to help them go forth with their career plans to help have them be in a place where they can talk to somebody who has gone to college, right? Has been through the process, is now working, but they may not know anybody that went to college. They may be the first person in their family to have that experience or potentially have that experience. So we want to create a space for good, positive mentorship and just a good, positive environment where they don't have to engage in gang activities or things that would be harmful or hurtful to them in the future. So yeah, Florence is mentioning in the chat that on the left side in the before picture was a carpet that was there. And we had volunteers come in and they basically gutted the space and just cleaned out everything that was there. And there's new flooring, there's new lighting, it's bright and it's cheerful space. It's a good place for our children to be. So we want to be able to complete the project and to open it up to the community so that we can all have the enjoyment of this space.
Thank you, Dr. Crony. I just want to take a moment, even looking at this slide, is one of my favorite slides because you were all involved in making this happen. I can look at the room and I know more than 50% of you on this call have had impact in this space. So I just want to say thank you. Some came and washed the wall. Some came, like Dr. Crony said, ripped out carpet, gutted the wall. Some came and fixed light fixtures. I don't want to mention name because I don't want to leave anybody out, but you guys were amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. The planning, the repairs, the decision, the budgeting, the cleaning, the painting, the problem solving, the wait. How much is it going to cost? Okay, let's figure this out. What are we going to do first? All about the vision of the lighthouse. All about the vision of the lighthouse. So we've already come a long way, but there's still more to go. We want this lighthouse, as Dr. Coney said, to be that sanctuary where we have a full calendar, a computer lab, game room, and much more. And we also do all of this as our partnership growing. We want to have more space to be able to do the work we do. So I'm just going to show you two slides that show you how we've been able to use the space for different things, and another slide that will show you what we envision one of the rooms to look like. So this is our toy store last year that we did at the Relume office. So let's take a listen, just a look and a listen. So the next video, intentionally, we didn't really show a lot of kids' faces because we tried to think of their privacy. Without permission, we don't like to show their faces. So the next video is just gonna show you that space, the first reception area when you come in, and that's something we targeting to be our waiting room, tutoring room, and a room where the kids that can come, and part of it can also be for their game room, and then the second room will be the tutoring room. So you just have a picture of how the room looks with it decorated as a toy store. This is what this is, just a quick video for you. Okay, so I don't know the exact size of the room, but it's a huge room. There's another one. So you can see the space of one of the rooms. So there are three rooms and a huge living room. So these are the three rooms. We would like to use one of the rooms as a tutoring room, computer room, another room as a game room. Okay, I'm going to invite Dr. Cronin to come and talk about all of our partners.
Yes. So we could never do all of this by ourselves. And we are just so grateful that others in the New York community have caught the vision along with us and have supported us in our endeavors to just be hands and light where we need to be. Okay, somebody, yeah, needs to mute. Anyway, some of our partners are Hope for New York, Foundation Church, New Beginnings Center of Hope, Hop Up, the Office of Temporary Disability and Assistance, the Wives Foundation, the Veronica Morrison Foundation, Arts and Christian Theater, A More Excellent Way, Battalion Pentecostal Assembly, the Toy Foundation, and the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. So these are some of the organizations that have helped us in carrying out the endeavors that we've mentioned. But most of all, what's not on this slide is you, because you have been the ones that have supported us in every way. And we are grateful, more than grateful, and more than appreciative of the help that and the assistance that you as individuals have given us, not only in your donations to Relume Foundation, but in your volunteerism to Relume Foundation. Without you, none of the efforts that we have shown would have been possible. So more than anything else, we want to thank you for your participation in this endeavor. So thank you, thank you, thank you again.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going down to the wire, almost finishing up right here. Thank you for staying with us. So we just want to look at, let me go back to the previous slide 1 minute. So we want to look at how, now we want to talk clearly about how your gift can help. All right, what your gift could do. So $100 per month will help support a classroom in Nigeria. $50 per month will support SAT prep for a student in the United States. $25 per month will support a student. $10 per month will support a region prep book for a student in New York City. And $25 will help us to get workshop material for USA. $125 will restore sight. Just imagine that. $500 will sponsor a college student in Nigeria. $1,000 will expand a program. And also, we're blessed to have two grants we're working on right now. We're grateful, but a lot of grants are like very specific. They have restrictive fund. The fund is restricted to a particular thing. And for example, we don't have any funding for our rice program, and for our glow program we do have funding for our mac program. So we want to invite you to support any one of those programs. We want to invite you to support the cost of our administrative office, and also to support the cost of our lighthouse if you so chooses. What your gift would help us to build next: equip students with technology, computer lab, laptop, digital assets, expand academic support in our rise. As I said earlier, we want to equip students with technology because today educational opportunity is tied to technology. Students need access to devices in school, college application, research tests, and career readiness. We also want to expand academic support through the rise. That include in-person region prep at our location in Far Rockaway, SAT prep, and tutoring. We have already seen what targeted academic support can do through that story we shared earlier through our virtual citywide tutoring program. I don't know if I mentioned it, the tutoring program right now, the virtual one, we have students from all around the five borough and Long Island. A student, as we saw earlier, moved from 58 to 80 points, from discouraged to determined, from falling behind or failing to moving forward. Thirdly, we want to create a safe space for our youth through a full calendar in our lighthouse, fostering the lighthouse to be a future hub for learning, mentorship, leadership, creativity, and care. And fourthly, we want to reach more families locally and globally through the Glow and our Christmas outreach in Nigeria. Someone actually donated some fund that they wanted specifically to be part of the fund to support the toy store in Nigeria. We're taking the toy store to Nigeria. Yes, we're taking the toy store to Nigeria this year. Thank you to that donor. You know yourself, and if anyone wants to donate to that, so you can either donate to be specific to a project, or you can donate that make it not restrictive, and we actually will use that to the urgent need in all of our programming, and that's what we'll love, and that will be helpful to us. And this is what your gift helps to build: access, opportunity, dignity, and hope. So this afternoon, we are asking you to give once, give monthly, give quarterly or yearly, give at the level you can. And if you cannot give at a large level, give consistently. If you cannot give today, share the campaign, be a bridge for Relume, because every story of impact starts with someone deciding to care enough to act, not just caring, but to do something. As we close, we want to thank you and invite you to take the next step with us. So I'm going to invite, I think there's a time where I invite Miss, thank you so much. I think this is the time where I invite, maybe answer questions, Florence.
Yes.
Okay.
Any questions?
Let me stop sharing and make Miss Miriam co-host. Any questions in the chat?
Hmm. I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
Um, the
Okay,
lighthouse.
can you identify yourself? Okay, now I
Oh,
can
sorry,
see
it's
everybody.
Anita. Anita Larosa.
Hey, okay, go ahead.
Hi. I just wanted to find out, do you have an anticipated date that the lighthouse will be open? I
So
remember having those discussions with you when
I
you had.
know we wanted to open it actually before. Oh, are you finished? Did you finish your question? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, we wanted to open it before last year, December, but the only delay, like the space is ready. What the space need is the furniture, the computer, things to make it for people to come in. So that's why we're able to use it for our Toy Story event. We also use it for a uh, paint and sip, like paint and connect event that we did in February. But we need the furniture. So as soon as we can get funding to furnish the space, then we'll open it. We hope to be able to open it before this summer end. Because the good thing is we're gonna be starting an after school program in one of the schools in Far Rockaway. So it will be a good thing for the student to have a place they can come on the weekend. Because now we're gonna be making that impact. We'll be at that school 5 days a week through funding from DYDC. So we'll be at that school 5 days a week. So like on the weekend, on the holidays, now they know we're there. They can come there and connect more.
Okay. So I guess you and I can talk a little bit more because I have some ideas running in my head how I can utilize Christ-based therapy in helping you volunteering some of my services and perhaps connecting with some of the youth there at the Lighthouse.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Any other questions?
It
Any questions in the chat? Let me check. The team
looks like
chat.
Nicole put a question in there about becoming a mentor.
Okay, great. We actually have a link. Who was that?
It says Nicole.
That's me.
Oh, no, Sister Nicole Maurice. Okay, great.
Yes,
So everyone that
yes.
registered and attended this event, we're gonna send you all the link to become a mentor, the link to become a volunteer, the link to donate, and you could choose whichever apply to you. Thank you. Yes, you can. Any other questions? Okay, if there are no questions, I'm gonna hand it over to Miss Miriam. And if you have any question, please put it in the chat.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Sherry. What an opportunity to be with you all today to learn about the amazing, amazing work that Relume is doing. And so right now, we're going to step into a moment that truly matters. I see some of you already asked in the chat, but this is a moment where you're not just hearing the story, you're becoming a part of the story. You here, all of you, can be the reason another student goes from a 58 in math to an 80 and actually sees their future as one that is bright, full of possibilities, and knowing that the sky is the limit. So I want to invite you, take 60 seconds right now where you are and really make a decision to be part of this, not next week, not next month, not next year, but right now. What does your partnership look like? Do you want to volunteer? Do you want to give? Do you want to sign up to volunteer some of your services as someone just asked? I'm going to share my screen and I see some have already started. But if you would like to partner as a financial donor, we invite you to do just that. On my screen, I have our Give Butter Relume Stories of Impact campaign. You can scan this QR code to donate, or you can text Relume to 53555 and give your donation through there. We thank the 4 supporters that have kind of began already to get this started. I'm going to refresh my screen so that we can see what you
53555.
Yes, 53555. Text Relume.
Oh, I thought I was muted. I apologize.
No worries, no worries. Thank you. So if you're wondering what your gift can do, I want to make it very clear and simple. $10 provides a Regents prep book for a student taking their Regents exam. I grew up in New York City. I know what it's like to take Regents exams. I know what it's like to feel underprepared. I know what it's like to have the resources also to succeed and do well and approach the test with confidence. If you live in New York, you know that the Regents exam is not optional. You do need it. And we want our students to be equipped with the services that they need to succeed. $25 a month supports a student in Nigeria in an elementary school. This provides them with the monthly resources they need to thrive in all of their classes academically, not just one, but all of their classes. $50 a month equips a student for SAT success. We know SATs are important for college admissions processes. Please think of this. $100 a month supports an entire classroom in Nigeria. We just saw the wonderful story about the school in the remote village. If you want to be a part of that story, $100 a month supports an entire classroom. And there is power in unity and there's power in numbers. So if 20 of you here committed, I think we have about 40 something people online. If 20 of you committed to $25 per month, we could support an entire school. And so I invite you, as you you'll see your name click on the screen. I'm not sure if you can see. Let me move this over here. If you would like to donate anonymously, you can just select donate anonymously and your name will not appear on the screen. But in this moment, I invite you to make a decision, a tangible decision to partner with the Relume Foundation. If you've ever wanted to be part of something bigger than yourself happening right here in the Southeast Queens community, this is your opportunity. And so we invite you, take the jump, take the leap, take a couple seconds right now and make your gift, make your pledge. If you have questions, in addition to what we've shared today, drop them in the chat. We'd love to answer them. We'd love to find a way to answer you and meet you where you are. And so there, again, as I mentioned, there are students sitting right now that are out of 58, just like the student we read about and learned about is. And do you want to be a part of the story today to get her or him from 58 to an 80 in order to succeed academically? Be a part of the story. And so I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Sherry. I'm going to leave my screen shared with the information on how to donate. Again, you can scan the QR code on the screen. Thank you to that person that just gave $25. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's put
Emoji. Every time there's a donation, we have to put up emoji. Come on now.
that person. Thank you so much for partnering with the Relume Foundation. Your donation will go far. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave my screen shared.
Yes.
QR code, text Relume to 53555, and all of the instructions to give will be there. Dr. Sherry, over to you.
Yes, yes, you're welcome. Another donation. Yeah, thank you so much for your donation. We really, really appreciate what you do. We really appreciate you. Keep the donation coming. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. You can be a recurring monthly donor. We have a lot of our monthly donors already. I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you. You know yourself. Dwayne Morris, thank you for all of your monthly donors. Samantha, thank you for your monthly donor. Shauna, thank you for your monthly donor. We really appreciate it. Goes a long way when we get this monthly donor coming on. I want to invite any of the board of directors that would like to say a word. Feel free, unmute yourself, and you can talk to the people. Go ahead. Erica, you want me to call you guys?
That's me. Yep.
Yes. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to say that the program is bigger than than what what's actually what is able to be said in this short amount of time. The impact that it has not only on the community in Rockaway, Jamaica, and of course seas in Nigeria, um, it's also impacted through spiritual as well. Just getting to know like each other. I gave a story previously about my coworker. So my son actually attended the program when it was just beginning. And then I invited a coworker who loved it. I invited my coworker's son. She brought her son, and then he, from that tutoring program, he was then invited to a greet and meet that they had at the end of the year. And then it also rolled into the other program that talked about the Toy Story, which they loved, which then brought them into, which took place at Foundation Church. So they got to be impacted spiritually as well as being introduced in that way. So that's what I wanted to say. So I went from being someone who brought my son into actually being able to take part in working alongside everyone in the Relume Foundation as well as the volunteers. I live in the Rockaway community, so I know where the needs need to be met. I have a teenager in the Rockaway community, so I feel like my voice is being heard because I'm joining in with a foundation that can help make a difference for the youth that are just even in the area where the office is, a lot of youth over there, to allow them to have more than one place to go. So like Dr. Crony said, to feel safe, to feel protected, that you can connect with the parents so the parents know that they're in good hands and doing well. And then you have programs that could reach out from them, their kids going to that program. They have other things, workshops on Mondays to help the parents, help everyone in the family. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Everybody, let's give a round of applause. We got a monthly donor. Woo! Nicole and Miss Eleanor. Thank you, Miss Eleanor. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Another anonymous $100 donation. Thank you.
I just want to say that a lot of the funding that we receive, to emphasize what Dr. Sherry said, is restrictive. And because it's government funding, it's very restrictive. But the donations that you make today can impact lives, as Erica said, can impact lives spiritually, which is something that our children need to be a part of. And so, the donations can be used in ways to build our children in things that they don't receive through public funding or through governmental funding. So I just want you to keep that in mind, that you can make a difference, um, in the spiritual life of children and in our community in general, because it's not only the children that are affected by the programs, but we meet a lot of adults in the community. I remember we did a pop-up
Yes,
on
you
the
guys. Wait, wait,
street.
wait, Dr. Cody, we gotta stop. There's another donation. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a round of applause. And I'll
So,
put the hold
yeah,
on, Dr. Coney.
go
I'll
ahead.
put the link in the chat for those that want to volunteer. Because sometimes some people may want to donate, they may not have the ability to, but they have time. They may be retired. We need volunteers, especially this new school we're getting into. We need volunteers to make our impact stronger in Far Rockaway. If you have maybe a few hours every day in the evening or during the day on Tuesday, on Thursday, come on down. Or I even forgot, we even do food donation. We partner
Yeah.
with an organization called Rethink Food. So every Tuesday, we're giving out home cooked food, about between 30 to 50 plates every day on Tuesday. So if you want to be a part of that, you can come down and just help hand out the food, warm it up to the people, give them warm food. Amazing. So there's so many ways to be involved. Go ahead, Dr. Kearney.
Yeah, I just want to say that, even we talked a lot about the children, but the adults, like in the GLOW program, we do the blood pressure screening for our seniors. And sometimes you meet an individual that they don't know that their blood pressure is elevated. And, we can then make a difference in their lives by referring them for health care. We can walk them through the process. I know we did a pop-up. I think it was last year, we did a pop-up event outside of our office where we invited people in just walking by on the street to have their blood pressures checked. And we identified so many individuals with elevated blood pressures. Now, some of these folks were on medications and still their blood pressures were elevated and they didn't know. And so we were able to guide them through the process to make sure that they connected with their providers, so that they could, be reassessed in terms of whatever medications they need. So it's not just the children that are impacted, but it's the adults as well. And then with Anita LaRosa, the mental health aspect of the projects that we present, the workshops that we did. We did a women's wellness workshop for Women's Health Month, and just to talk about what anxiety amongst women, and navigating anxiety and what to do. These are things that we need to have discussions about in the community to make a difference. And so all of those things, there's so many. We are multifaceted, but then again, we are multifaceted individuals. So
Thank
yes.
you so much, Dr. Crony. I don't know if anyone of the board, Miss Natasha, Secretary Natasha, you want to say something? Dr. Sunday, feel free to jump in.
I think it's a a comprehensive uh, kind of thing that Relume offers. It's comprehensive in terms of what we have to offer to the community in Rockaway and far beyond. There's so many things, and I think that what Sister Erica said, she was right on point. even as we display all of these things and things that we offer, um, it's just a beautiful thing to be a part of something more than yourself. There are so many aspects that we may not be a part of, but when given an opportunity to be a part of something as beautiful as this, so often we see telethons and all these things on TV, and we have people asking. I mean, you can't even make a purchase without them asking to donate to something, to some cause, and you don't even know what the cause is. But it's a beautiful thing to know what your monies, what your efforts, what you're volunteer for, and know that you are making an impact, one experience at a time or $1 at a time. Everything that you do counts. So I'm just grateful to be a part of it. And I pray that you will not just be a part of this one time, but on an ongoing, supportive basis. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay,
Well,
thank you, Beverly. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's clap for Beverly and our anonymous donors for 50, 100. Thank you.
Thank you. I know there are a lot of you on the line thinking, how can I give? What can I do? What amount is appropriate? Every amount counts, as Dr. Sherry mentioned. So please consider there's still time. The link is in the chat, the QR code's on the screen. Join us, join us, join us.
well, I just want to thank everybody who came out to hear this story of impact of what we've been able to do. And there's a saying that when you smile in the dark, there's a saying that when you smile in the dark, you're the only one who knows you're smiling. Nobody else knows. So we want everybody in our community to understand what we do, how we try to impact our community. And if you hear the story that is being said, the tutoring services is offered online. So it doesn't matter if you live in the Bronx or you live in Queens or you live in Staten Island or anywhere you live, you can always get somebody to help with your child. So that's why we want to make sure that you know about it, and not just knowing about it, you tell the community about what we're doing. And when we call for story of impact like this, you invite more people to come. Let them hear about it, because this is for us, by us, for our people, to make sure that the community is educated and we are aware. We can have all this knowledge and understanding and not bring it back to our people. And that's why we try to touch every aspect of our life, every aspect of this world is what we want to impact. And you're doing a great job by donating and helping us. There are some places that you might not be able to get to, but the
Okay,
arm of
Dr. Sunday,
Relume
I
can
gotta
get there.
cut you now. We got
Yes,
the
thank you
donors,
for coming.
life-based
Yes,
therapy. Woo! Miss London, hey, Miss Michelle. Let's give it up. Let's give
Michelle
it up. Come on,
Edenis
show
from the
some
Bronx.
love. Show some love. Let me see the
Thank you.
emoji. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
So that is just that. Thank you for donating. You see, wherever you can go, your money can go. And we'll make sure
Yes.
your money goes there. And even when it comes to the aspect of when we write grant, Relume is a foundation. We write our own grants by ourselves. We don't give it to professionals to do, because we want to make sure that we bring everything to the community. So we will continue to work and serve for our community. And we know that once you back us up, we'll be able to take it to any level. Thank you for all your support. We appreciate you. And we'll continue to take the light to every community that God has called us to impact. Thank you so much.
Yeah, can I
You,
say
thank you.
something?
I see somebody.
Yeah,
Huh?
Can I say something, Dr.
Oh,
Sherry?
definitely.
absolutely. Dr. Milton. Dr. Milton is one of our board of directors. Go ahead. Take it away.
Yes, on behalf of Relume, thank you, everybody. Right quick, I just thought of something that popped in my spirit where everybody can be involved in Relume in one way or another. Number two, what about your time? Any and everybody can volunteer sometime to help in this endeavor. Number one. Number two, what about your talents? You can take some of your talents and become a mentor to somebody else. Number three, what about your treasure? A treasure in donations. And just like Dr. Sherry said, there's never anything too big or there's not anything too small, too small. And number four, the final thing, What about the spiritual aspect of praying for the Relume Foundation, that God will continue to open doors, that God will continue to give favor, that God will continue to bless us in everything we do. So once again, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your talent. Thank you for your treasures. And please continue to pray for us. God bless everyone.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Pauline Hunter, Dr. Hunter. I'm sorry, Dr. Hunter. Thank you. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Daryl Silva talking about talent. Mr. Daryl connected with us through, he found us online and he's been supporting us in the background to help us to create new access to documentation, spending hours and hours creating, coding, doing stuff behind the scene that I don't even understand. But when you bring it to the forefront, it's about to make our Mac program even more effective. And our time management, and the time it takes for us to write a note, and the time it takes for us to collect the note. So I just want to give you a shout out, Mr. Silver. I don't know if you're still there. I hope you're still there and you can hear this shout out that I'm giving you. Oh no, you left. Oh, okay. I'll tell him about it. I gave him a shout out after he left. Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you everyone. We just have a few minutes. We're gonna close the room at 1:30. Even after the room closes, you guys feel free to reach out to me. For those of you that may not want to give digitally, old school, and you want to write a check, that is fine. You can always write a check and mail it to us. Our address is 1121 Beach Channel Drive, Far Rockaway, New York 11691. I will put the address in the chat. Well, you will see somebody requested the address. Okay, I'll put in the chat.
Dr. Stanley Mann just donated. Thank you.
Thank you. Woo, woo, woo. Let's see the emoji going. Okay, I'll put the address. You just write the check to Relume Foundation Incorporated. Thank you. Okay. I know somebody raised their hand earlier. I think maybe is it okay to like close the room now? 'Cause I want to give people back their Saturday. Just want to say thank you to you for joining us. I don't know if there's any board member that would like to share something. I think everybody shared. I don't want to leave anyone out. Florence, are you able to say something before you be on your merry way? Okay, maybe she's no longer in the room. Okay, she's no longer in the room. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
It's actually you sharing screen. Can you stop sharing your screen?
Yeah. Thank you to our 16 supporters. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me see.
1 second here.
So everyone that did donate, you will get like a donor information from us, receipt from us. So thank you so much. Hold on. Did you stop sharing your screen? I'm still seeing your screen.
On it, and yeah, it stopped. Do you still see it?
I still see it.
Yeah, we still see it.
I still see it.
1 second there. Okay, there we go.
Okay, great, great. Okay, thank you, everyone. I can say everyone to say thank you. Thank you, Dr. Pauline, Minister Beatrice, Dr. Gary, Sister Nicole, Dr. Yvonne, Sister Mona DeBerry, Miss Miriam, let me see, Miss Fadeka, me, all of our board members, Miss Benita, Miss Barbara Castello, Dr. Yvette, Mr. Is that Mr. Miss Sally? That's your people for Sunday?
What name? Yeah, Sally, that's my
Yeah,
people
Miss
from
Is that female or male?
yeah, from Montefiore.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
I have Michelle
Appreciate you.
Ledins there.
I know,
Thank you for
Miss
showing up.
Alicia Jones, Reverend Alicia Jones. I was about to say doctor, so I'm calling it for. There's a doctor in your future, Dr. Alicia Jones.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay, bye,
we
everyone.
have Karen Isaac.
Okay. Oh, I didn't go on the other screen. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you, everyone. It's Saturday. Saturday is a busy day for all of us. Thank you. I appreciate you. Follow us on our social media
Thank
and
you.
also
Thanks.
check out our website. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Okay.
good
Oh,
day,
okay.
everyone.
I'll stay on.
Have a
Miss
good
Glenda, I'll stay
day.
on to give you
Night,
the
everybody.
advice.
Beautiful work.
Thank you so much.
God bless.
Thank you for the invite. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'll stay on to write the address for you. I
Okay,
think it
thank
got
you.
dropped off. Yes, you probably didn't see it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So you drop off.
I thank you, Naomi, for joining. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone, take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Gee, she continue your hand waving.